What is up, everyone, and welcome back to Across the Board, sponsored by MoneyBall Metrics. It's a much better day today, and you guys can see why. We have our guy, JD, back in the fold, back in the mix. JD, how are you today, brother?
I'm doing really good, man. This past week, like week and a half, has actually just been going really well. And yeah, it's a nice day outside, and we have a great slate of ball. So yeah.
Not even that, JD. To me, and I know Hefe feels the same way, it is the best day of the sports year. We absolutely love the NFL draft. If anyone tuned in for the NFL draft special edition yesterday, we appreciate that. We have the Knicks tonight, which, if you know two of the three guys on this set every day, you know how important that game is for the people on this show. We have baseball starting in just an hour, so we have a full day slate to dive into, which I'm very excited about. Let's go over the comments, see who's here early. I put a couple up early. Red Hot Take is here. What's up, bro? Joseph is here, who's always here. What's up? We appreciate you. Red Hot Take, we do see your comment about the Jimmy Butler injury. We'll talk about that during our recap. Footy is here. He is in Canada. Man of many talents. Hope you're enjoying Canada footy. Bring me back some maple syrup. We got our guy J-Bo here as well. What's up, J-Bo? And Film Room Report, as always, is here too. We appreciate every single one of you guys. Happy draft day. Happy draft day. Hefe, how are you today, brother?
It is my personal gambling half Super Bowl. I call it the half Super Bowl because the other half is first 2 days.
Well, that's not what we call it, Hefe. You know what we call it.
What?
It's the cornucopia.
It's the cornucopia. Today. It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer. It's the cornucopia.
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah. What cornucopia means, I have no idea. I don't even want to know, to be honest with you. I'm never going to look it up. But today's the cornucopia.
100%.
And it's a hell of a day. You got the draft, you got the basketball, and we got baseball, guys. Let's get into it.
Let's do a little recap because we have a question about the recap. Then there's a question specifically for Hefe.
Talk to me.
In the question. So we're going to go over a Thursday recap, guys. I'll go first. Quickly, I gave out a plus 140 MLB play. We lost by $1 billion in that game. That was unsuccessful. 0-1 there. But then the NBA, we swept last night. Finishing the day, 2-1 on free plays. We have won 5 straight NBA plays. And we have won 19 of our last 20 MLB plays. We've been red hot. Hefe, over to you. We do have a comment here from Pardon My Jay. What's up, Pardon My Jay? We appreciate you, bro. Hefe, thoughts on the Avalanche blowing 2 straight games?
Honestly, bad matchup for them. Really bad matchup. I believe the Stars are just meant to be they are, don't quote me on this, but going into the playoffs, the second favorite team to come out of the Western Conference other than the Jets, who I believe won the President's Cup. They're playing great. And the Avs, listen, they had their shot. They won their cup already. They still have 2 of, in my opinion, the absolute best players on ice. But the Stars are a better team right now. Hockey playoffs are crazy, though. Because you could be down 3-0 and ain't shit matter. We've seen comebacks from 3-0, 3-1 on the road, at home. It doesn't matter. Hockey's one of those playoffs that, to be honest with you, not paying too much attention right now. But as the first round gets a little later, and especially in the second round, it's must watch, Shibi. Must watch. I'm more disappointed, pardon my Jay, in the Oilers than I am in the Avalanche.
Good point there. JD, any comments on that? I think you agree to that as well.
Yeah. I actually was going to say that. And yeah, there's where I don't know. Well, I'm not shocked, but I think game 3 is going to be that's going to be a huge game there. And actually one
4
that actually they need to win. 4.
Wait, who are we talking about? I'm sorry. Are you talking about the Oilers or
no? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Because Stars are up 2-1. Oilers are down 2-0, but it's going to Edmonton.
Right.
I don't know how much you watch of that, JD, but
yeah,
I'd be shocked if that building is not on fire and they don't get a win. They need one.
Yeah, I totally agree there.
Well, let's keep it with you, JD. How did you do yesterday? How was your recap?
Yesterday, how did I do?
It's a good question. It's a great question. Everybody's waiting.
That is a great question. I know I didn't have many plays last night.
So it should be an easy question.
Last night, yesterday, as far as the tennis, as far as in the morning, I was a little bit down. But as far as the week, I am definitely up there. And last night, the only actual play I had last night was the Mariners team total over. And that got there very easily. So
I love that.
It took the over in that game. That was money in the bank, easy, 10.5.
We love that. All right, boys. Are you ready to dive into a little MLB? Get the show rolling?
Let's roll.
Let's do it, gentlemen. First game we're breaking down, and the only game in the MLB, because we're going to heavily focus on the NBA today, is going to be the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Washington Nationals. Pitching for the Orioles, Cade Povich, Maury Povich, doesn't matter. He's 0 for 2 with a 6.5 ERA. On the other side,
the opportunity to add Greg Popovich as the last one.
Maury Povich is better. It's the same last name. Maury Povich is significantly better. So we're going to move on to Mackenzie Gore, the other pitcher in this game for the Nationals. Who they have a clear pitching advantage. He is one of the better pitchers. He has not looked great this year. He is 2-2 with a 3.4 ERA, but does have a 1.2 WHIP in 29 innings of work. Mackenzie Gore has allowed 27 hits, 8 walks, and 3 homers. However, he is a very talented pitcher and by far the better pitcher in this matchup. JD, we're going to start with you. Nationals slight favorites. Opened as a slight favorite. What do you like in this game?
Yeah, guys, I don't understand this line whatsoever. I actually grabbed the Nationals here. I actually grabbed them at actually minus 110. It actually looks like you can still grab a minus 115, which is perfectly fine. Yeah, as far as the pitchers here, the Nationals have a big edge. I mean, a very big edge. As far as Gore goes, like I said, like he has given up so much runs. I think the Marlins actually got to him, but the Marlins as far as their like offense, they've actually been like putting up
surprisingly decent.
I think Marlins home games are actually the best record to the over. So that's just something that I actually like watch there. But yeah, Gore, big exercise like that start, like actually has been good. But then you have Povich on the other side. And the big thing that sticks out for him is that 2.07 whip. We have talked about whip a bunch on actually the show. Anything over 2, that is not good. Yeah, just not good whatsoever.
Yeah.
And then you also have the O's, man. They've just been not playing well.
Dog shit.
They suck.
They're actually like offense. Like I'm not sure where it's at. But they need to hurry up.
Toronto.
Yeah, they actually need to hurry up and find something though. I mean they're what 1-4 and actually their last 5 games. Yep. Nats, they're not the best team, but they have been playing well though. I mean they've actually won 4 out of their past 5.
Yep. 7-4 at home. They're a good home team.
Yeah. As I just don't understand this line. I think the Nationals should be a very clear favorite here. So actually getting them at close to an actual pick 'em odds to me just doesn't really make sense. But I'm gonna play it.
One question for you, JD. Do you think the sweep factor has anything to do with this? The Nationals could sweep the series today. It is very hard to sweep a team like the Orioles, who are pretty talented. Do you think that may take into account why the line is so close?
That is literally the only thing that I can come up with. We're actually normally that is something that I definitely try to either actually bet on, in spots like actually that. But as far as just Nationals, they have the edge. I mean,
yep.
just kind of everywhere here. So, yeah, I am going to ride them.
I'm in agreement with you. I'm also on the Nationals minus 115. It did make me a little hesitant knowing that it is a sweep game. You always have to be a little hesitant with teams in Major League Baseball sweeping. It's very hard to sweep a team for an entire series in the major leagues. However, as I enter the game, Cade Povich, Maury Povich, Greg Popovich, doesn't matter. He's not a good pitcher, and he's a fade spot. He's been a fade guy. He was one last year as well. He's just not exactly the strongest pitcher, and the way he attacks and the way he's been pitching this year, he has not been great. This is only his second year in the big leagues, but in his career, he had a 5.2 ERA over the course of 16 starts last season. When he started games last year, the team won 3 of them. Let me repeat that. When Cade Povich started last season for the Orioles, they won 3 of the 16 starts. Not him, the team won 3 of the 16 starts. So he has not been great. He is a fade spot, like I said, and I do anticipate a big game from the Nationals. Give me the Natties in the money line at minus 115. Definitely a play for me. Hefe, what you got?
It's April 24th. We're about, 24, 25 games into the MLB season. You could have asked me to bet all the money in the world that on this day, the Orioles would have been favored over the Nationals, and I would have taken it.
100%.
But boy, oh boy, is it crazy to see the Nats favored over the Orioles. With that
And the
being
Nats
said,
looking to sweep the
yeah,
Orioles. Who would have thought that?
exactly. With that being said, Mackenzie Gore, Frank Gore, Al Gore, don't matter. Nats get the sweep, money line. Let's move.
There we go. Let's keep it moving, gentlemen. Well, one question we do still have from Joe. How do we feel about the over in this game? It scares me because I am a Mackenzie Gore backer. I do think Mackenzie Gore is a solid pitcher, and I think he could do a good job of limiting the runs that the Orioles are able to put on the board today. So I am more comfortable with the Nationals side. How do you feel, JD?
Yeah, I'm the same way. If you're looking to play an over here, I would go with the Nationals team total here.
I would agree. Over the whole game. Hefe, how do you feel about the over?
No real feel about it, to be honest with you. I could see this one being just one of those 3-1 games. I could see the Orioles and the Nationals both going. I lean on JD, though. I think you roll with the hotter team here as the safer bet.
Gentlemen, you know what time it is. Hefe. Get ready, sir, because I'm sure the comments are about to be fun for the both of us. First game we're breaking down in the NBA tonight is pivotal. Game 3 between the Knicks and the Pistons. We all know how this series has gone so far. The Knicks won game 1. The Pistons won game 2. But if you had to ask me, over the span of 8 quarters, the Pistons have played 7 quarters out of the 8 better than the New York Knicks. It has been a bad start to the series by the New York Knicks. There is no other way to put it. The Knicks have been outcoached, they've been outplayed, and Cade Cunningham had a massive performance in Game 2 in New York. Is he going to carry that over into Game 3 in Detroit? Knicks, slight favorites here. It's basically a pick-em line in this game. Currently, it's a minus 1.5 for the Knicks or a minus 1, depending on what book you're looking at. Hefe, I'm going to kick it over to you because you're the only one who could intro a Knicks game on this channel if it is not me. How are you today, and what do you think about this game?
Nervous, but feel good. I go back to game 2. I think we should have lost by 30. We lost by 6. It shows me that the Pistons do not have that killer instinct to put a team away, and they don't. They played bad in game 2. We played horrible. Let's move to tonight. 3 things need to happen. It's really simple. If these 3 things happen, I think the Knicks win, and I don't think it's close. First thing is they got to start off better. You can't start off trading buckets. I want intensity, I want tenacity, I want grit, I want grind, I want effort from the opening tip. I want to see them get to 15 points for the Pistons do for once. Second, I need more offensive continuity from everybody. This hero ball cannot win. I don't care if you're Jalen Brunson, Luka Doncic, LeBron James, unless Michael Jordan is coming back in his 28-year-old self, hero ball cannot win. You got to get the others involved. That's the whole point. Brunson has to be able to drive and kick out, and those open shooters got to make their threes. I need more assists, less dribbling, more passing. Last thing, probably the most important thing, Cat. I need to see Cat. Cat didn't play in game 2.
Show up.
And I need Cat to play in game 3. I expect the man who averaged 25 and 12 in the regular season to average 25 and 12 in the postseason. I don't care too much about the rebounds, even though it's important. I care more about his offensive game plan. I need him involved. Even if he's missing shots, I need him involved.
He's a threat. He needs to be utilized as a threat.
Because even if he's not making shots, as long as he's being involved, as long as he's taking shots, defender's going to help. Somebody else could get hot. Those are my 3 things. I'm obviously taking the Knicks on the money line tonight. I actually think it's a Knicks line. I love the fact that they're favored. I think majority of public, I'm shocked, isn't running to take Detroit after what they saw in game 2. It's a big game. It's a big game for both teams. I will say one thing. I expect the arena to be ruckus. The Pistons have not had much to talk about since 2008. So it's going to be crazy. That's why it's important the Knicks get out to a good start.
Yeah, so I've come on this show for the first 2 games of this series and told you to bet the Pistons +7 or +6, whichever the game was, in both games. I was right about one of them. Well, and wrong about the other, which realistically the first game should have been the Pistons +7. That 21-0 run was wild, and that's what changed the final score in that game. That's what led the Knicks to covering that game. All that being said, in game 3, for the first time, I am on the Knicks money line here. This is absolutely a Knicks spot. The line tells you everything you need to know. I know the game is going over to Detroit. People are a little nervous about that. The Knicks are a good road team. The Knicks were 24-17 on the road this season. The Pistons were a better road team than they were a home team. The Pistons are 22-19 at home. I feel that the Knicks will get off to a better start here. They have to, and I do believe Tom Thibodeau will make the appropriate changes he needs to. The Knicks need to run more of the two big men lineup with Mitchell Robinson and Karl Anthony Towns. When they're in there, they're not getting out-rebounded. So I do want them in there because the Knicks got out-rebounded by 14 in Game 2, and I believe that was a huge impact on the game. F.A., thoughts?
Put up Joe's last comment. Nick, yeah, this one. I just want to say one thing.
I agree.
Joe, let me say something. Alpha, let me say something. JD, let me say something. What would happen if Pete Carroll called a run for Marshawn Lynch instead of a pass in that Super Bowl? What would happen if Jordan got called for a foul in Game 6 against Byron Russell, right? What would have happened if this didn't happen? It doesn't matter. It happened. It's series is 1-1. Get over it. Move on.
Sure.
You people drive me crazy.
It's true. It is 1-1. Fresh series. The Knicks have to win one out of the next two. I don't care if it's tonight. I don't care if it's the next game. They need to win one of the next two and get home court back.
What if Schroeder doesn't make that 3 in Game 2?
Yep, and what if the Knicks make one of their shots? So, more to come. It is 1-1. Tonight is a pivotal Game 3. Big game. I'm taking the Knicks, and I'm very confident in them. First time I'm taking them this playoffs.
Last comment I want to make. I would be shocked if Tim Hardaway and Malik Beasley keep playing as bad as they have.
I would agree. Well, I mean, one good game, one
Knicks,
bad game.
Yeah.
One good game, one bad game. That's who they are.
Yeah, Joe, good point. I think tonight will be a normal Cade night. I don't think he'll go off for 30+. I think the others will help out, but I think tonight is going to be a little more of an offensive scoring game. I expect both teams to get in a flow, and I think that's where the Knicks can take over. They're a better offensive team than the Pistons are.
Yeah, I would agree there.
Right there. Hefe, yes. That is my entire point in actually this game here. Give me the over. I actually really like the over here. As far as the first two games, this actually total has actually been 221. Tonight we are actually getting this down at 214. And guys, the Knicks just have not played well.
Shut up.
Alpha, are you good, man?
I'll go in a minute.
Okay. But yes, and actually I am expecting them to play a lot better here.
That's
and actually, like Hefe also said, this actual place is going to be rocking. It's going to be going nuts there. If you like the Pistons here, I actually would take them early. As far as the side, I'm actually going to stay off because at the end of the day, I just think that this total is too low.
I respect that.
So actually give me the over 214.
I have to bring something to everyone's attention, and it's NFL draft news. If you tuned in to the NFL draft show yesterday, I came on here yesterday and gave you guys a plus 400 on what team Ashton Genty was going to be drafted by. In the last 15 minutes, BR Betting just tweeted it, and I just verified it. Ashton Genty has moved from a plus 390 to be drafted to the Bears to a minus 115. Ashton Genty is now minus 115, co-favorites with the Jaguars to be drafted to the Bears. I came on here yesterday and told all you guys, plus 400. The Bears are looking to move up to that 5th slot, and they're looking to solidify their offense with Caleb Williams and all the young stars they have there. They just traded for an entire new offensive line, and the perfect piece that they wanted was Ashton Genty. I hope you guys listened and took that. It was a plus 400 yesterday. It is now a minus 115. So I apologize, JD. My eyes lit up there because I just got 3 DMs in the same minute by viewers of the show. Viewers of the show are the ones who just sent me it. So very happy that just happened. Let's get Genty to the Bears tonight. And
you are right. I was able. I got $50 in at plus 300 earlier in the morning.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
That is big. I don't want to make this a draft show because we already did that, guys. But I just want to make 2 comments. A, Jackson Dart, second quarterback, steaming. If you can get it at plus 150 or above, I think that's a go. Second is look out for Calvin Banks to go either at 6 or 7 if you could figure out based on all the different markets. I mean, Alpha spoke about this like crazy yesterday. If you can find a spot where you could get basically ARB, where you could win either way, profit. Look for Calvin Banks to go either at 6 or 7. 6 is the Raiders, 7 is the Jets. If Jonty really does go at 5, I don't think the Raiders take Mason Graham. They have a good defensive line. They need to Geno Smith. They need to protect Geno Smith. I blacked out.
That's okay.
And if Membo goes at 6, The Jets are not. I don't think they would go defense, and it's just going to be a toss up between Banks and Warren. And their head coaches does not give tight end. Like I just don't feel like they're going to want a tight end.
I agree.
Back to them, yeah. Sorry.
All right. Well, I'm currently tweeting out the next game, so we are moving on. And the next game we're breaking down is going to be the Thunder taking on the Grizzlies. Guys, we all know what's happened in this series. Well, what hasn't happened. And what hasn't happened is the Grizzlies have not showed up to play a basketball game in the 2025 NBA playoffs yet. They just haven't. Hefe, is that going to change? We all know they lost game 1 by 51 points. They lost game 2 by 19 points.
Yeah.
Are they going to compete in this game? What do you got?
They lost by a combined 70 points. It's the second biggest point differential between two games in NBA playoff history. I think the record 75. No, they're not. This game could be in Memphis. It could be in Maryland. It could be in Miami. It could be on the moon. I don't care. The Thunder are better than the Grizzlies in every which way. They want it more. They're better on defense, better on offense. They're more deeper, and they care more. I think if the Grizzlies are within 5 points at halftime, maybe you have a game. I could see this being a double-digit lead by the end of the first quarter and kind of how the first two games went. Thunder are too good, and the Grizzlies are no match for them, especially when they have a brand new head coach. It's not one of my favorite bets. This is a kind of a stay away and watch game for me, but I lean heavily on the Thunder minus 9.5.
Yeah, I do as well. I'm not going to have a play on this game. Just going to be honest. Going to talk about this real quick. It's impossible to back this Grizzlies team right now. It just is. We have not seen them show up. There's just a ton of drama going on with the organization. You can't back them currently with the way they're playing basketball. They've been getting blown out, and with the way this Thunder team matches up against them, it's very hard to back a Grizzlies team in this spot. On the other side, if the Grizzlies were to get a gentleman's sweep, if they were to steal one, because I think the most games this is going to go is 5, then game 1 back at home would be the game. That would be the game with all the emotions in the arena that maybe they could take. I don't believe in it, though. Do I believe in enough that the Thunder will cover 10 points? I also don't want to play that either. If I had to take a lean here, I would go the Thunder, like I said, with Hefe. But for me, no play here. This is just going to be one that, well, going to be honest, it'll be on one of my side TVs. I got 3 TVs up here, as you can see. It'll be on one of the top ones in the corner, not in the main screen. But it'll be on, just to keep it on, but no play from me. JD?
Yeah, man. As far as this whole just like matchup goes for the Grizzlies, it is just not good. I mean, like the actual Thunder, they've actually had their number for really the past probably like 3 years now. But yeah, since the Grizzlies fired their head coach, their offense has been bad, and then their like defense, which was already bad, has somehow gotten even worse.
It's almost like maybe they shouldn't have fired the guy on March 28th and let him finish out the season with his team, huh? Crazy how that works.
I mean, how do the Grizzlies win this game? Alphabet talking to the dog.
I love it. I don't know what it means, but it made me laugh.
That's funny there, the way, Alphabet. Yeah, I actually like how he did that. I'm sure he didn't mean to, but anyway,
Josh, it's happening.
How actually do the Grizzlies win the game? I mean, because they don't play defense, and they haven't the entire season, so they're not just going to start now.
Yep.
They have to outscore them, and that's just not going to like that's not going to happen here.
You can't play that style against the Thunder, right? You can't play a game where we're not going to. Both teams play limited defense, and who's going to outscore who? Because the Thunder are going to win that every single time.
Yeah, and I mean the Thunder do everything. I mean, as far as like Chet actually like bringing those actually big guys out because actually like Chet has been shooting threes, and actually like he's been shooting threes well. But
what a dog!
But actually, when he does that, then actually that opens up the actual like paint though. So I mean, the Thunder can just beat you in so many ways, and they're just scoring points like on this team, like pretty much whatever they want to actually do here. For this game, I would still do OKC anything. OKC first half, OKC full game. For me, the bet that I specifically like the most though is taking the OKC first half team total over 59.5.
Love it.
They putting up, I believe they put up 70 on them last game. I believe they put up 68 or 69 game before that. And now, and actually now that's like venue change. I don't think that really matters with the type of defense that the Grizzlies play. So I think that OKC is still going to come out and get theirs. The full game, I don't mind it. But if you watched the last game, you saw the Thunder in the second half. You saw them get like kind of bored.
Yeah.
So I'm actually just going to stick to the first half here.
I like it. Well, JD, I'm not going to have a play in this game, so I'm pulling for you. Let's see a big performance tonight. Quick question, boys, before we move on to our final game breakdown of the day. We're moving fast as heck today. I love it. Joe is asking, Hartenstein, 22. Oh, he's not asking. He's stating Hartenstein, 22.5 PRA is such a good look. What do you think about that, JD? I like it.
I was about to say, I mean, yeah, like that makes a lot of sense.
You're gonna ask the Knicks fans if we like the former Knick to have a big performance in the playoffs. Of course, we're gonna like that. No, but seriously, he's been fantastic, Hartenstein. He's the exact piece they needed, and he's the exact piece the Knicks are fucking missing this year. So he's a great player. I like the way he plays, and I do think he'll put up the stats to cash that bet. All right, fellers, we got one more game we're breaking down today. And that's going to be the Denver Nuggets traveling to LA and taking on the Clippers. This series is all knotted up at 1 apiece. We all know how this has gone. Game 1 was an overtime game that, truthfully, the Clippers should have won. It should be 2-0 Clippers. Game 2, 105-102, very close game, but the Clippers, they should have won that game as well. Good closeout by them there. Over to this one, pivotal Game 3. You guys may have heard me say that a few times on the show. It's a pivotal Game 3. Hefe, I'm going to start with you. I know you both have backed the Clippers to start the series. Are you guys changing, going to the Nuggets for this spot with the points? Are you staying with your Clippers after Kawhi's monster 39 performance in their last game?
I honestly, this is tough. I think this comes down to one person, and I'm starting to believe it. If Kawhi Leonard plays the way that he played in Game 2, I don't just think they beat the Nuggets. I think they could honestly go head-to-head with OKC. I do, because talk about mid-range assassin. He's the best at it, and then he also D's up. When he's healthy, we really forget, guys. The last time we saw Kawhi completely, totally healthy probably was on the Raptors, and he only put the team on his back and got him a chip.
Yep.
This guy healthy, I understand that's so long ago. It was on 5 seasons ago. There's not that many games on his legs. He missed basically 2 full seasons, a half of another one. One season they didn't even play well. But if he's playing good, if Kawhi's healthy, which opens up so much space for the others, especially Harden, who, by the way, through 2 games, playing really well, Clippers are scary. Not just tonight, but in general. Tonight, I honestly want to say that at home, I'm a little nervous because 5.5 is a really good line. It's exactly where it should be, because I'm thinking, I think the Clippers won this thing by 3-4, but damn, I don't see the Nuggets going down. This to me is I want to take the Clippers. I want to wait to see how the game out plays, and I'm maybe getting on a live bet on the Clippers on a lower number than 5.5, because I do think they win. I'm just not confident they take this one by 6 and plus.
I respect that. Well, you guys know I've been on the Nuggets the first 2 games of this series, but I am jumping off that ship in this specific spot. I've seen too much out of how Kawhi Leonard played last game. He's going home for the first time in God knows how long. When was the last time he was healthy and playing well in a playoff game where he has thrived for the majority of his career? This is a big night for him. It's a big night for the Clippers fan base. They have been waiting for this. For how long? What year did Kawhi join the Clippers? I don't remember specifically. Do you know off the top of your head? 2020. They've been waiting for 5 years. They haven't got this moment a single time with him on the roster. They have it now. They're behind him. And the LA Stadium, which hopefully, the arena out there, hopefully will be loud. Hefe and I can tell you we attended a Western Conference Conference final.
Different. They have their own arena now.
It's true. Now it's a little different. But when we went, nobody was there.
Yeah, nobody was there. Give context, though. We went to a Game 6 Clippers-Suns at Western Conference Finals.
Western Conference Finals.
At the Staples Center. This was This is the year that the Bucks won, when the Suns went to the finals. That stadium was empty. We got in. We knew nobody. We didn't have any special treatment, nothing. We got sweet tickets for the Western Conference Finals, Game 6, for $200 a person. It was
food included, and we got free shirts and shit.
I thought we were getting like ripped off. I thought somebody was robbing. I thought we got got.
I thought we were robbing them.
It was nuts. But
no one was
heard
there.
that the Clippers new arena is nuts.
Well, hopefully they have a big turnout tonight. The fans will be rocking. They need to. They need to come out and back their team because they're playing some great basketball, and they need the home environment. I do think we see a huge Clippers performance here. I do think they are able to win this one by double digits. So give me the Clippers. Definitely one of my favorite plays today.
Joe said my biggest statement about the Clippers. I've been saying it all season long here on this show.
We've been saying it all year.
I mean, there's nothing more truer, and it's just so funny. And I have a team in my mind.
Christian comment too. Good comment.
Yes, great. That stadium has one of the best home court advantages.
But they built it for this moment.
Yeah,
they built it for this moment.
That fan wall is crazy. Mm-hmm. But don't get surprised if the Phoenix Suns take a playbook out of the Los Angeles Clippers this offseason, and instead of trading away players, they just go and bring new in players. They just go, let's do addition by subtraction. This guy Bradley Beal really ain't cutting it, huh?
100%. JD?
Yeah, I need to spend a little more time with this game, but I am looking at the Clippers here, and I'm looking at them early. I'm not sure if it's going to be a first quarter play or actually a first half play, but I am going to be on them in actually some sort of way early here. Y'all actually both made like great points. I have really not as much to add here. So,
all right, well, more to come. And when JD does decide what play he's going to make, where can they find that play?
I will drop that in the MoneyBall Metrics Discord.
Get in the Discord. Hit the button. Come get the winning bets. JD will drop that play tonight this afternoon, I'm sure, when he is ready that he's decided on what he's going with. All right, boys, that's going to do it for today's breakdown, but there's still a few things that we do on the show every single day. First thing we're going to dive into is going to be the Moneyball Metrics is now partnered with the PortfolioEV. You guys were here, I believe it was 2 days ago when we had Shander Betts on, did a fantastic job explaining what it was. JD, do you have anything to show the people today?
Yeah, man.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's get over here. This is the one that actually he made. So I just wanted to bring it up and show you what actually some of the current, bets are. Wow, it looks like as far as actually EV percentage, we have some very solid bets here.
Right.
Wow, yeah, it looks like the Rockies and Royals game under 8 at plus actually 115 is a very good bet. It looks like Brunson's assist under 6.5 at plus 150. Yeah, guys. I mean, there's a ton of them here. Literally a ton. And actually, that's what this is really for. This is, you have your regular plays. Actually, we make our own lines and do our plays here. And this is something totally else. You just take $1,000 or actually however much you can, and you just put in actually to there, and you just make those plays, and you just literally blindly bet all of those. Alpha's about to.
Bears are minus 200 to take Ashton Genty. Now minus 200. I'm sorry. I had to look.
I'm waiting. I mean, I'm really waiting on this trade to drop. I can't imagine that they think they're going to get him at 10.
There's a trade.
So I gotta assume. So with the Bears moving up to 5 and Jags moving at 10, I love. There's so many things that now I love. Jags are in a very interesting spot at 10 to possibly go tight end, or.
That's what I think is going to happen. Also, I do want to take this moment to apologize to JD because I promised him we weren't going to do this and I wasn't going to get distracted and look at the NFL draft lines, but I had to. So I apologize.
You're fine.
Yeah, that was a great demonstration. Now, there's definitely some value. I didn't like that Brunson under assist, so I'm glad we didn't go over that one in too much detail. I saw that on there.
Well, yeah, and actually, that's a perfect thing. Don't even look at these bets, guys. The whole point is just play them. There is a let me pull it back up. There's a mass enter button here. You just click that, and you have all these bets here at actually these books. And actually, you pick actually which books you actually use. And then you literally just click place these bets, and then it will bring those bets up. And actually, you don't do anything. It is so quick. It is so easy. This is literally a foolproof thing.
Yep.
It's just so easy.
Guys, give it a shot.
Anyway, yeah. And actually, we actually have a link to get you a 7-day free trial.
Love that.
So make sure to take advantage of that.
100%. Take advantage, guys. Get the free trial and cash with us. All right. Couple more things we have to do today. Well, one more thing today. And you know what that is, guys. We have to go into our best bets for today. Thursday, April 24th, a.k.a. the cornucopia of sports. Cornucopia Hef. What do you got for your best bets?
Cornucopia, guys. There's only one best bet to make today. Nothing else matters. Knicks money line. I expect a really solid team showing, not an individual showing, but a team showing. And honestly, I think the Pistons show up too. I think we have a good playoff game tonight that the Knicks win.
There we go. I absolutely love it. All right. Well, I'm going to go next. And I agree with you. Knicks money line is my only best bet today. JD.
Since y'all went basketball, I'm actually gonna give the people a baseball best bet. And that's going to be the Nationals on the money line. You can still get them at -115. And for this game today, I think that line is a gift.
I would agree with it. I would agree with you. Well, gentlemen, let's put it on the screen. Only one today, because we're going to be honest. You guys know this. It's not the best MLB slate. Let's be real. I'm not forcing a ton of plays in the MLB today. I'm hammering more in the NBA. I know the guys up here are doing pretty much the same thing. JD has a big MLB play, but we don't want to force plays on a not-so-great slate. You guys know MLB is every day. Tomorrow is a much better MLB slate, so we'll be covering a ton more MLB games and recapping the first round of the NFL draft and recapping the Knicks 2-1 series lead over the Pistons. Gentlemen, it's been a fun show. But that's going to do it for today's episode. JD, what parting words do you have for the people today? And my parting words are going to be a little bit different than normal. Let me put that out there.
Guys, it is Thursday, which means tomorrow's Friday.
Doesn't it feel like today's Friday? It feels like Friday.
It really does. Today, I don't know. Like today, I've just been in a really good mood. It really does feel like a Friday. But yeah, guys, today, let's just focus on one thing. And let's just do one thing. That is, let's fucking win.
Let's fucking win. Hefe, any parting words from you on draft day, draft night, Knicks night, baseball day?
That Adrian Wojnarowski just tweeted out a bomb. If it's a freaking sign in the same bone of
it is. It's all he does now.
Stop doing that. Leave us alone. Nobody gives a crap about your JUCO transfer.
What Woj bomb could happen today in the NBA? It's obviously about the bodies. Please, what are your parting words for the people?
Now, George Pickens unfollowed the Steelers. So many things happening.
That happened last night. That's all those. Come on. Stay with it.
Go Knicks.
Go Knicks. I have one thing to say. Jason Sehorn says, don't fuck it up, Giants. Take Abdul Carter and trade for Jackson Dart. We'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. Everybody, good luck on your bets on the Cornucopia Sports. I believe we'll say that 19 more times today or this year and call a bunch of different days the Cornucopia. But today's the real Cornucopia. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Later, guys.